Welcome to Hash Vlog. Make yourself at home. Welcome to Hash Vlog on your PC, TV, or phone.
From the fog last night, and that's just now burning off. There's a lot of drips. Just felt a drip on my head. Still dripping over here, the ground's still wet. It's pretty cool how, because they're leaf structures, they're just so good at capturing the moisture out the air and then raining it down on the ground beneath them. Focus, damn you. You're on manual focus, he's cool looking. There he is. Isn't that a crazy life lesson, kind of, how he was in this frame, but without the focus, you just couldn't see him? It's a little blurry. What a crazy looking spider. You know, for what it's worth, I think I actually like the last maybe 2, 3, I don't remember how many vlogs, quite a bit. Not sure if it's just how I feel about them, or if they're actually better, but some of the times I'm just like, man, what are these things I'm even making? So to even feel good about them on some level, kind of like an internal victory, right? So appreciating that. It just feels like they're kind of flowing together a little more in certain ways. Feels like some of just the little editing tips I've learned make me like some of the transitions. I feel like I'm getting better at editing what I'm saying, even when I cut out different parts, to make it feel more cohesive, a little better at the I guess the curation of what I'm saying. Not all the times. I like to have some of the rants be a little unedited, but for the most part. I feel like right now is one of those times when there's just so many bird calls going, you can just keep finding new ones. I remember one time I tried to sit down and count it. Oh, there's the stream. We know what that is. It's a little rock falling that we filmed yesterday. I remember once I'm trying to count and there's like new ones just keep popping up. There's like the this and that and the crow and the call and the hummingbird and the, it's like, it really is amazing, the symphony of natural bird song we get up here. Speaking of song, good segue. Today is our music day and independent contractor kind of remote work audio stuff. So I'm thinking the two probably most important things right now, especially because they're paid gigs, is TezCon we have coming up. We have a 20-minute set for that. And then the JPZ Cool Croc episode. I need to get back to work on that. I think I'm going to spend a good chunk of the day working on the Cool Croc thing, and then mostly just try to figure out what songs I'll do for the 20-minute set. I'm thinking I definitely want to do Cumbia Butterfly. Lambo Land was requested. Then figure out what other of my songs I'd like to perform. So yeah, it's going to be most of the day. Just kind of creative work getting done. Looking forward to it. Back home, a lot of the fog's burnt off. Solar power! Okay, it looks like the last sound effects we placed are actually around 220. I thought we got a little further. I think we got further with the soundscape, but as far as sound effects, 220. So we have a lot to go. Time to lock in a bit. That's the last one we got right there. We gotta get the skate sounds now. Let's go. We're actually making pretty good progress. And just a kind of cool example right here of, this is the rough audio we had before.
Susie gets out. She skates.
And then now the audio. Like just for that one area, we have a backing soundtrack of some like kind of punk music, the swamp itself sound effect, a skate park sound effect, the sound of the car pulling up, the sound of the car door opening and closing, the sound of the board landing, and then also the sound of her skating away. So like, you know, oh, as we have a plane sound coming in right here. So yeah, essentially even these kind of shorter moments can be such a little collage of sounds, just getting them to create the environment, but pretty happy with it.
Whew. Got a good bit of sound design done there. And then I think the coffee, since my body's not used to it, I'm just crashing hard off of it. So ended up taking a nap, one of those you wake up and you're like, oh, I'll just rest my eyes for a second more, and then you rest asleep for like another 15 minutes, and then just the ever-extending nap. Woke up, made some coffee, washed my face just to try to splash some awakeness. And yeah, going for our evening walk and then going to do some more editing. Clouds kind of never got too much lower on the mountain right there. Stayed pretty cool today actually all day up here, which is quite nice. One of the interesting things I'm dealing with the sound design for this cartoon is that last time I believe the skate park was mostly like cement and stuff in the animation. This time they're skating on grass, which has a very different sound. So I've actually been trying to find either videos or sound effects specifically of skateboards on grass, which is a little more hard. You can trick it a little bit by like EQing, taking out some of the highs of some of the sounds, but some of them it just sounds completely different. Like rolling on grass doesn't sound like rolling on, you know, like it's interesting. So trying to do a little magic where I can, but also just mostly trying to, that bird is loud. Mostly trying to just source the right sounds and get them into place. You know what I'm just noticing? This has to be, is this some sort of pine? It doesn't actually really look that, I guess so. This is like a very different pine, right? Where the other one has 3 needles in clusters at a time. This is like a whole branch. I should start identifying the different pine species we have here. I don't know why, it just hit me today. This is a very different pine. Here's a direct comparison of the two. These ones have these little, you know, each needles and a little cluster that comes out. And those are groups of 3. And then this one's just kind of like a more evenly, straight off the stem itself, individual needles. I know I've been filming the sweet pea a lot lately, but they only bloom for a little bit and they're just so gorgeous. A plant to just naturally be occurring, figure. Might as well appreciate them while they're here. Checking in on my little blackberry friends. They're still growing. They still out here. I am so excited about this. Also, yesterday's vlog was going kind of long, so I decided to keep in the Manzanita berry footage rather than discuss more. But when I got home, did look at the season 2 schedule of Tez Tones and kind of created an ideal season 3 schedule, what it would look like, how many teams, how many artists, people coordinating and stuff, and came up with a very rough little like minimal budget and then some potential sponsorship opportunities slash like grant proposal amounts. So super rough, but felt really good to just see that start to take shape and what it would look like and what it would take to and not pay the artist a ton and not even pay myself a ton, but at least to start to get paid a little so people can make it more of a priority in their lives to show up to live matches and just kind of tighten up that ship that way, get people to help with some of the media stuff, get paid even a little bit, especially as we have artists around the world. Like that little bit of payment can go a lot further than it does for people here in the United States or other first world countries. So felt really good to get that done. Yesterday was actually super productive in a lot of ways. Excited to get that all moving forward. I think so far the schedule has been really good for my brain to just be able to prioritize each day, each different task and project and stuff. So really enjoying that. It feels in certain ways like maybe like when the day is done, like I could have done more in manufacturing on Monday, I could have done more for Tez Tones on Tuesday and all these other things, but also even just experiencing that alone has been, like I said yesterday, good to realize the finite amount of time. So hopefully we can restructure a little more effectively moving forward and stuff. It reminds me of this phrase, hopefully I'm saying it correctly, that I heard recently where slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yeah, sometimes you try to hurry things up, rush things, you don't get them done as well. It takes more time to go back and fix things, you know, various whatever. You're just fumbling around. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yeah, just trying to take the pace of the things that as we do them. And just having like a little more sure footing as I do each thing feels a bit better. And I mean, how can we complain when this is the backdrop of our workday? It's got to keep our mental sharpened and focused and like enjoying the things we do, because we really do enjoy them on a good day. And by separating this up to bite-sized chunks, I think it's really helping me be able to do that and keep the brain a little fresher.
Thanks for watching my vlog. Watch another or subscribe here.